Hello, my name is Exabu, and this is Unity of Command 2 Barbarossa DLC Dvina-Demyansk mission on hard. 3, 2, 1. Right, welcome to the last mission of the series, last video of the series, and it's actually not particularly remarkable. It was an enjoyable mission, and it has a few difficult things about it, but, like, it's small, it's somewhere in the middle of Army Group North operations, and, well, here it is. So, there are a couple of things you need to be aware of in this mission, and certainly one of them is that the most difficult objective in it, both on Classic and on Hard, is Lake Seliger. Pretty much everything, especially in the south, that you need to do. By the way, Velikia Luki is mine on turn 1. You don't wait for Velikia Luki to fall on turn 3, which is the deadline. You absolutely can use your set-piece attacks to like destroy that Soviet tank division or like kick it out and everything. The thing is that everything you do in this mission should be geared towards taking Lake Seliger on turn 7 because, well, that's the deadline and it's pretty difficult. Like both on hard and classic, and pretty much this is the only actually the only difference between classic and hard in this mission I found to be the difficulty of actually pushing through to Demyansk. The Soviets managed to mount a more solid defense here, obviously because of their battle bonus, the battle bonus they get on hard. In the south, there's actually one little revelation in addition to taking Velikia Luki on turn 1, which is absolutely something you need to do for many reasons. So, like one, you don't have to worry about it. 2, it already opens up that railway that leads, well, provides you with supplies, and supplies are important here. And quite often, yeah, like you can like lose all of the supplies, especially since the problem is. Okay, so let's go to the key to this mission, right? So the key to this mission is attacking from the south, and it's kind of the obvious route for advancing your tanks in the south is, well, so your Torpets and Upper Dvina are yours, and they're not very difficult to take. You kind of supposed to advance along the railway towards Pino. Yeah, I don't know if it's pronounced Pino, but I'll call it Pino. Anyway, so that's a bad idea, and I found that, okay, so advance towards Pino, advance towards Pino, and so what? And the problem is that objective is like turn 9, you don't have to worry about it too much. And the thing is that you really need to worry a lot about Lake Seliger. And if you, like, go straight towards Pino, I said Pino. Anyway, so as you can see, there is a marsh there are forests there, and it's kind of really difficult to pivot towards Lake Seliger to the north, right? So I found that it's a much better idea to pivot north right after Torpets. And because, well, there are still forests in there, but there is some flat terrain, and the tanks just have enough time to arrive at Lake Seliger and, well, take the objective, or really help take the objective, because you're not going to have a lot of firepower reaching Lake Seliger on turn 7, so you need every help that you can get. I don't remember if my tank actually take the objective in this playthrough, but you need to push from both sides, from the north and from the south. But the south is critical because, like, just the north is not enough, and you need to get those tanks nearby. And obviously, you should lay your supply hubs out in a way that facilitates that. I think Torpets actually gave you one truck card, so feel free to use one. You should have one at the beginning of the mission, and, well, just have a little less pressure in terms of your supply. And so I'm gradually advancing here. So I'm still, like, Torpets are up at Dvina. I'm one turn ahead of my deadlines, and I actually got a bit lucky, actually forcing those Soviet troops, that Soviet motorized division, to the north. Because at this point, they're not well supplied, and they're not, like, screwing with me at the bridges or anything, so it was really a really lucky kind of occurrence here there for me. But also, another point, speaking of the stuff happening north of Torpets, that group of infantry divisions you have around Holm which we'll see them right now. Obviously, they're not enough for anything, for any kind of offensive operation. They're not on hard, they're not even on classic, right? But the thing is that especially on classic, on hard, it's slightly more difficult to do because you have worse odds. But especially if those divisions, you get those divisions, like if those divisions that you get there around home are pretty strong, like have nice specialist steps, they are elites, which are mine aren't. They are just veterans, but like they have a bit of punch. Certainly go about and deal damage to the Soviet divisions around them. Right, so be careful. The Soviets, if they see a weakness in home, they'll just rush it and take that objective, and you mustn't lose it. Okay, so you'll lose points. You need to hold it, and but still, if you do kind of do some damage, do a little bit of skirmishing there, not trying to kind of break through, advance anywhere, just dealing damage to the Soviets. That will alert the AI to the, well, suggest to the AI that you actually might be, essentially you're baiting the Soviets, right? And you're baiting the AI, and it kind of sometimes, one advantage of this, of doing this, obviously, is just weakening the Soviet divisions around that area, meaning that they will be less useful to the AI as reinforcements somewhere else. That's obviously an advantage, but it also sometimes baits the AI into effectively sending reinforcements to that area, making it easier for you around Lake Selaga, which I'm gonna repeat and repeat and repeat because, well, it's the most difficult objective of the entire DLC, you know, of this entire map, right? So, oh, by the way, I've taken Upper Dvina on turn 4, so which is 1 turn ahead of the deadline. And so at this point, the game actually takes the mission takes a difficult turn. So my tanks are advancing towards Lake Selaga, but that area just southwest of Lake Selaga is a very difficult area in terms of supply. So and I'm trying to get that Grupa Stume HQ, which is kind of this random ad hoc HQ you get. Close to business so that they can actually provide emergency supply, which they will certainly do, and they are really needed there. Okay, and so otherwise I'm pretty successful around Demyansk. So as you can see, I've brought one infantry division, which is an elite infantry division with a heavy artillery step. It's like pretty much almost the perfect combination for breaking into cities. Probably an engineer would be nice, but obviously it's not an ideal world. And this is like Army Group North, so like you don't have enough troop for anything, and the terrain is terrible. So, but Demyansk is gonna fall. The deadline for Demyansk is turn 7, so Demyansk is gonna fall. Like, it's easy. It's not difficult, right? So, and that infantry unit is perfect for actually taking that objective and preventing the Soviets from kicking them out, because, well, it's a strong elite infantry division with good artillery. Right, so the tanks are dead, and so I'm taking the Demyansk hex. I actually wonder if the Soviets will try to counterattack, and we'll have to see. We'll have to watch and see. But once again, and I can't stop actually repeating that rule, is that if there is a difficult objective that the Soviets will try to... Oh, I'm using actually no retreat. That's interesting. So if the Soviets are very likely to counterattack, just try and take that objective a turn ahead and let them take it back. And obviously, if it's an objective that you really need to hold, right? So there are plenty of objectives that just give you bonuses, and you really need just go in and just leave it. Something like I think I mentioned it in my Sevastopol Assault mission playthrough, where I just go into Balaclava, just take it and get away because it's just difficult. All right, so I'm gradually advancing towards Lake Selaga, and you can see, like, it's turn 6, so the deadline is turn 7, and I don't have too much firepower next to Lake Selaga by the end of turn 6. So I'll bring some more, but my units are not gonna feel wonderful. It's very much on a shoestring at this point. So, and even though that Soviet division there is not, like, and the AI knows it, so they're trying to block my access to Lake Selaga, and that Soviet division is not super strong. It's not a veteran division. It doesn't have any specialist steps. And I got super lucky here. So I've got a 3 suppression out of it. It's probably the best thing that can happen to you. But I think I still would have been able to kick them out, even had I not been able to get a decent result out of that air attack, because I had the SS motorized division nearby, I had those infantry divisions nearby, so there was a chance of me failing there, but, well, I succeeded. And this is the most difficult objective of the entire mission. Like, everything, as I've mentioned, everything about it has to be geared towards taking Lake Senegal on time. And at this point, so I'm in a very good position to, well, take Pino and finishing the mission. Pretty much, I'll try to get some experience out of the remaining Soviets, even though kind of failing because I will sustain some nasty losses even from the completely suppressed Soviet divisions. It's not a very frequent but a regular occurrence on hard. It almost never happens with on classic. On hard, you sometimes need to be careful about who you attack with, even like completely suppressed, completely weak enemy divisions. And so it's turn 8, and I'll actually start pushing into Pino. And the thing is, like, yeah, if Lake Seliger is yours on time, you really don't need to cross that river south of Pino. So you move towards Ostashkov, and very usefully, the Soviets have blocked a supply hub in the area. And this time my air attacks are crap. But the thing is, the cavalry division is weak enough for me to almost lose my tank division, actually. But I'll take that supply hub. Ooh. And next turn I'll be perfectly well equipped and positioned to take Pino, because I've got, like, this extremely powerful division next to it, and the Soviets, well, they've got something, but nothing serious. And at this point, I'm just moving in. This is definitely not necessary for succeeding the mission. And let's see what the Soviets do. They'll just do some reshuffling. They're obviously defeated and have to retreat and have a bunch of encircled units that are gradually falling apart. I actually used to send units across the river in the south, where there are just 2 Soviet units which they have resupplied. It gives you interesting access to Upper Dvina, but I found that it's really not necessary, and it just complicates things and makes you reliant on the Soviet AI failing to destroy the bridges leading to Upper Dvina. So I can advise against it. Right, so I'm gradually advancing towards Pino, and, well, it's dead. It's dead. Here we are. Alright, Pino is ours, and with Pino being ours... This is the end of this entire series of missions about Unity of Command 2 Barbarossa DLC's missions on hard. This is the difficulty level that really you shouldn't be playing at, according to the game. And this is, well, living proof, or almost living proof of like streamed proof or video proof of actually this not being true. You can actually play and succeed at hard, which I, sincerely wish that you do. So, good luck. Thank you for watching and listening throughout all of these 24 missions, and I'm guessing I'll see you later. Make sure to check out my video on the videos on my main channel, Hexabo, which I'll link to right. I think I'm linking to it right now. Cheers.